got spare parts from my last broken heart. Somehow more than what I had to start. Yeah, I've got spare parts. I tried to fix it best I remembered it. I hope it runs when I fire it up, 'cause I got spare parts. So if you see something that you might need, anything you can use, what's left of it might be the perfect fit, 'cause I got spare parts. Took a piece of you, like lovers often do. I'll try to make it good as new, 'cause I got spare parts. So if you see something that you might need, anything you can use, what's left of it might be the perfect fit, 'cause I've got spare parts. What's left of it might be the perfect fit, 'cause I've got spare parts.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and good morning. I am your host of today's The Coffee Shop with Blaizeman. How's everybody doing this Sunday morning? Y'all probably like, Jesus Christ, it's Sunday. Haven't you heard of sleeping in? Hey, look, I wanted to start the show at 9. But I figured I'd give everybody a break, you know what I mean? And, start at 10. So all you fine folk out there can and will, well, not will, it's up to you if you want to watch the show or not. But anyways, good morning, a little bit of Duncan. Okay, a little Duncan. Get the day started. Well, of course, this is my second, so not my second lodge of Dunkin' Donut coffee. My God, it's just my second coffee. My coffee in the morning. I have a cup. I bought a cup that's actually 8 ounces a cup. So, I hope everybody had a fantastic, and I mean a fantastic 4th of July. This is the first 4th of July. I believe that I didn't do anything. The wife got called into work, so she had to work. And I just sat home. Yesterday wasn't bad. Yesterday I watched the new Kong and Godzilla movie. Um, I mean, as far as like all the action to it, and the fighting and all of that stuff like that, I thought it was good. It didn't have a story at all. Okay, it really didn't. It was like, oh, there's a signal and a beacon, and uh, you know, if you watched any of the other Godzilla and Kong movies, Godzilla versus Kong and things to that nature, um, which I didn't care about Kong versus Godzilla. Now that I think about it, only because Godzilla like beat up Kong. Kong's supposed to be like, America's badass, and Godzilla is from, like Japanese type of their monster type of deal. And so they put them together today to act as a team, okay, because of this other monarch thing. I don't know. I just again, the movie was great as far as like action and seeing Godzilla and King Kong fighting, and like they just bounce through these other monsters, like just kick their butts real fast until they got to this other one. I don't know. I just the story was not there at all. There just wasn't a story to the new King Kong and Godzilla movie. I can't remember the whole title. I watched it last night. I just didn't get it. I didn't, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't get. There was no story to it. There wasn't. I didn't care for it at all. So, but that's up to everyone else, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you want to go ahead and give the movie a try, go right ahead. Um, but I didn't- yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay, so for me, on a scale from 1 to 5, okay, 1 to 5, 5 being like super good and one being like really crappy. Uh, I have to rate the movie a 2, maybe a 2.5. I just didn't care. All right, folks, what's going on here? Okay, blah blah blah. I just didn't get it. I didn't care for it. So that's the that's the deal. Again, um something for the city to do like a movie in the park, Godzilla versus King Kong and stuff like that. The kids might love it, you know what I mean? Because it's just fighting, and I don't know. I watched it last night with my lovely wife, and I don't know. I didn't care for it, ladies and gentlemen. I did not care for it. I'm going to watch tonight the new Ghostbuster movie that came out, and next Sunday on a coffee shop, I'll give you a review on how I like that movie. If you liked it, let me know. Send a comment. If you want to call and talk movies or talk anything, give me a call at 508-974-4231. If you had a great 4th of July here in our great city of Fall River, give me a call, man, and go check out our website. Become a part of the team. Okay, get some newsletters from us. So what's going on? If something cool is going to happen in the city, go to our website. There'll be stuff up there for you to check out with links and things like that. But it's a lot of work for me, but I don't know. I'll try and get it done. Um, but thank you all for tuning in. I was just speaking about the new Godzilla and Kong X Godzilla or something like that. They got together to team up. If you watched any of the other King Kong movies or whatever, Godzilla, Kong lived in the middle of Earth, And there was just no story to it at all. So look, I gave it out of a five being the best, one being the crappiest movie forever. I gave it a 2.5. I did. I gave it a 2.5. I There was just no story to it at all. They just put all these actors and actresses and in the movie and just I don't know, and just like here, read this line. I don't know. There was no story. I didn't care for it. I didn't care for it. Um, I thought the first one, Kong versus Godzilla, that was good. It had a story. It also had the young lady from things there that show something things or something like that. I forget. Anyways, which I watched that. That was fantastic. You are watching the coffee shop with yours truly, Blaizeman. And
What you talking about, Will?
well, what I'm trying to talk about, Willis, is the movie I watched. I watched it last night. Tonight we're gonna watch the new Ghostbuster movie. We're gonna see how that one goes, and I'll talk about it next Sunday right here on the coffee shop. Um, Now, see, it was a good idea to start the show at 10 a.m. because you're all just waking up, probably just having your coffee. It is Sunday. Supposed to sleep in a little bit. Not my beautiful wife. No, my wife. She's at work. So, but our anniversary is coming up, and July 24th. Our anniversary. Um, I'm not going to say how long we've been together because if I mess up just by a year, I'll get in trouble. I'm not even going to talk about it. But our anniversary is coming up, and it is July 24th. I know that much. And my wife booked us like a hotels like slash resort. Right off the beach, and windows, is water everywhere, and in the hotel looking out to the water, and all of that stuff. And I can't wait to go and spend 3 nights, 3 days. Yeah, I think it's 3 nights out there with my baby for our anniversary. Have a little dinner, just don't have to worry about nothing. Don't have to worry about taking the dog out. Don't have to worry about doing laundry. Don't have to worry about nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Just go on vacation, man, and just get it done. So, on today's show, because, I started off talking about, the King Kong and Godzilla, a disaster of a movie. Again, in my opinion, out of five, I gave it 2.5. Um, and that's being freaking generous, man. But there are most anticipated upcoming movies for 2025 and 2026. So if you got some time and you're just kicking back with your feet up and you don't want to watch the same old crap you watch every damn day on the TV, hey, watch me, Blaizeman, on the coffee shop. And yeah, we're gonna check out some trailers. Okay, some upcoming flicks. Um, if you got anything to add, anything you want to talk about, doesn't have to be about movies. You can give us a call at 508-974-4231. Again, that number is 508-974-4231. I am your host, Placeman, and we're going to check anticipated upcoming movies. We might have a caller right here. Let's check it out. Hey, caller, you're on the air with the coffee shop. How are you this morning? All right. Try calling back, caller. I don't think the Bluetooth is working. Give us a buzz back. Yeah. Yeah, give us a buzz back, caller. Look at that. And I'm muted now, and I didn't even know I was muted. Hey, caller, you're on the air with the coffee shop with Blaizeman. How are you doing? Who are you?
Hello,
Where are you
hello. How you
calling
doing?
from? I'm doing well.
Wonderful. Can you hear me now this time?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Absolutely. Well, the original movie with the King Kong, a lot of people don't realize it's not a horror movie. It's not something scary or whatever else. It's a love story. It is a love story.
Yes, with you.
It's an imagination thing, whatever else. And you're telling us you're watching another remake of King Kong. Hollywood just can't seem to get it to write original things. They have to keep remaking things, and every time they remake things, or they they do a sequel or prequel or this or that or whatever else, they keep uh, dumbing down things and ruining the damn storyline.
Right.
Why can't they get somebody who has an original train of thought?
I agree with you, caller. I do. I agree with you. This King Kong movie wasn't based on Beauty Killed the Beast and all of that stuff like that. This is just like King Kong and Godzilla type of movies. Like the creature double feature back in the day. When we were
The
kids
old
and
Japanese make.
exactly. You got King Kong, you got Rodan, and you know what I mean, all that stuff like that. This I think that they're trying to make a franchise out of it. You know what I mean? And the it's run by this company called Monarch, and things to that nature. And so I think they're trying to make a franchise out of it, where King Kong and
They're trying to
Godzilla.
do CPR on a skeleton, for God's sake. They're beating the dead horse. They need to find find something else to put on film.
Well, again, not disagreeing with you. I see what they're trying to do, but if you want a franchise that's going to succeed, I'm sorry, but get the director that did like you know um the Transformer movies. You know what I mean?
Well, look at Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Right, Steven Spielberg.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's something that was a winning concept. It was filmed in a fashion of the way the movies used to be made when your grandparents were young, but it had the right effect and it was captivating. It was something that was interesting and you sank your teeth into it. These days, you're sitting around before you know it, you're out of popcorn and you're trying to read the bag to get something more interesting than what's up on the screen.
again, I agree with you. Right, it's like you're out of popcorn. The movie's not that good. You're enjoying the popcorn more yard than the movie. When the popcorn runs out, like you said, you're looking down to see if your shoes need to be tied or whatever because you're just not interested in the movie. I get that, caller, and I also understand where you're coming from 100%. That Hollywood does not have anybody with an imagination out there. It's either that or there, because I'm pretty sure there's people out there that have great imaginations for great ideas for great movies, and Hollywood's like, yeah, let's just throw something together quick. Let's make we'll make the movie for $50 million. Hopefully we get 300-400 million back in, you know
And then you throw on top of that the cancel culture bullshit that
yes,
people put out there. So
yes,
anything you have, you bring up with the imagination that might be cutting edge or racy or whatever else is now dumbed down because somebody doesn't want to offend somebody else's idea of what they should be calling themselves a cricket or
exactly.
calling themselves a human being.
Right. I got the for me, just my opinion, I got the best movie ever. That was just I don't want to talk about because I probably will offend somebody. Is the movie Barbie? Okay, based off the Barbie doll. Okay, from Mattel. All right, they had a movie Barbie. The thing literally won Academy Awards, and I didn't. Oh my God, I can't explain. For me, again, ladies and gentlemen, just for me, the movie. I never watched it. Well, I didn't have to. I mean, they had about 4 or 5 different trailers for the movie. And that summed it up for me. All I had to do was watch the damn trailers, and it summed it up for me. I didn't even have to watch it.
Believe it or not, I actually did see the movie because I've got grandkids, and actually, it was
But it
something
wasn't made.
that was very nice, and it was it
It
showed imagination.
right. I
But
get
yes,
that, but it wasn't made for children. It wasn't made for children.
unfortunately, these days, the way they do things, children are exposed. Look what they're doing, putting
What I'm saying
transvestites in
is
school, reading them books.
what I'm saying, caller, is the fact that it was known. It was like 17 plus, mature audiences. It wasn't for kids. It wasn't meant for you to bring your grandchildren or your granddaughter or stuff like that to watch this. They said it before it came out. It's like really not meant for kids. All the actors and shit when they did
Exactly.
interviews.
And so, what are they doing? They're now treating adults like children.
Well, like I said, I mean, what's crazy about all of the whole thing is you just have like the weirdest people on the planet, and you find out. I'm going off topic, and I'll get to why. Is if people are just like mentally deranged, and you find out how mentally deranged people are when you do like any kind of like social media, do a show, whatever. Because I got this one moron. He calls himself too smooth, right? And he's on the kicks, right? And he's over here saying and how he's hard. I'm so hard. It's I want to, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not even going to repeat what the sick bastard is saying right now. But I'm going to answer all his questions with just this. And too smooth. I really think that you need to see some kind of psychiatrist. Okay. Um, you know, really, how can I not judge you when I haven't even met you and you're saying vile things in the comment section? Oh, as a matter of fact, I'm going to allow everyone to say what kind of sick person that you are.
I'd say ignore them. Don't give them any
Oh,
mind.
I'm not. Well, I just want everybody to see. You know what I mean? See, and it's like typical. You're so homophobe. Wow, blah blah blah. Yeah, I know. I'm homophobe, and you're telling me how you're getting hard watching me. You know what I mean? And you wanna, you didn't even spell the word right, but you want to do this to me. But I'm homophobic, right? You sick bastard. Anyways, so caller, everybody say goodbye to the sick bastard. Too smooth. Bye bye. Anyways,
It's time for me to go and do my home cleaning. And thank you very much for taking my call.
Thanks for calling
enjoy
in,
the
caller.
show.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Thank you for the call, sir. Okay, so that was caller one. He's got a point, and like I've been saying, Hollywood's really got nothing going on, for that kind of stuff. You know what I was ticked off about, right? Is yeah, I said I didn't do anything for the 4th of July. And what I meant by that is I didn't go to see fireworks and all that stuff like that. Again, my wife had to work. But during that week, before 4th of July, like July 3rd or whatever it was, and like Thursday, I think that was, or Wednesday. Anyways, and I'm out. with my wife, and we're just, out there with my sister and looking for a place to go have some breakfast. Like everything was closed. Everything was closed. And look, folks, I get it. I get it. People need to have a day off too. Okay. Automatically, I'm assuming, all right, 4th of July. I'm not going to go look for a place to have dinner or whatever on the 4th of July. I'm not. Okay. Because people would have the 4th of July off. Everything should be closed. All right. Just like when I was younger, nobody worked on a freaking Sunday. Nobody worked on a Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. People went to church. It was a day, like it's supposed to be on the seventh day. The Lord rested and all of that stuff like that, and you're supposed to rest on a Sunday. You know what I mean? And none of that. None of that. People work. People work all the time. You have to work all the time because it's tough out there. Okay. And this is the coffee shop, and it's designed for just these kind of conversations. You know, people can't affording food. And you get those people. Let's face facts, right? Let's sit there, and they're like, for me, it's like, oh, we're going to give people tax breaks or whatever that make $250,000 a year. If you make under $250,000 a year, you're entitled to all of these other programs. I'm sorry, I could live very fucking well. Excuse my French. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you might be listening to us in an office environment. I've been told that before, but I get teed off because I could live fine. Okay, I could live very, very, very fine, making $250,000 a year, even if it is both parents. Okay, um, but that the people that are not paid attention to is the family that both mother and father work, and their yearly income is around $85,000 a year, right? It doesn't get you any free gas, or not free gas, but the program companies that will help you pay some of your, yeah, you don't get that, you know. But I don't know. I know I'm kind of like fading out, but to me is just, I don't know. I know a lot of people that both parents work, or one parent works. One parent's got to work two jobs, and one parent's got to worry about the daycare, working two jobs just to make ends meet. And those are the people that I am speaking about. Those are the type of people, and they outweigh a lot more people that than make $200,000, $250,000 a year and up. Okay, there's a lot more of us, okay, that vote and don't, make that kind of money. Like I said, two parents working, making about $85,000 a year. Okay, the people that make $250,000 a year should be paying taxes. Excuse me. My wife and I had to pay taxes 2 fucking years in a row. Sorry again. There's the language. It just ticks me off. I'm gonna take a little break, and I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Okay, so let me just calm down a little bit, and when we come back and you join us here at the coffee shop, we'll be talking about some upcoming movies for 2025 and 2026. I'll be right back in about 3 minutes, folks. Stick around for more of the coffee shop with yours truly, Mr. Blaizeman. And look at Dunkin' Donuts getting some free advertisement. All right. Be right back.
got spare parts from my last broken heart. Somehow more than what I had to start. Yeah, I've got spare parts. I tried to fix it best I remembered it. I hope it runs when I fire it up, 'cause I got spare parts. So if you see something that you might need, anything you can use, what's left of it might be a perfect fit, 'cause I got spare parts. Took a piece of you, like lovers often do. I'll try to make it good as new, 'cause I got spare parts. So if you see something that you might need, anything you can use, what's left of it might be the perfect fit, 'cause I've got spare parts. What's left of it might be the perfect fit, 'cause I've got spare parts.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the coffee shop with yours truly, Blaizeman. So we were talking about, movies and, things to that nature, and, people, having a hard time buying groceries, and, because you see it when you are, you know, uh, just a regular, family, husband and wife, and a couple of kids at home, and you go and you buy the peanut butter, okay, and the peanut butter was 4.99 for a 16-ounce jar, right? And now that it's almost $6, $6 and change. I mean, these corporations price gouging, in my opinion. They're not going up and saying, hey, our revenues will, you get it, you understand, oh, we got a little price on the, things are getting more expensive to buy, green, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Y'all get it. So, and then they put the price up a little bit. Not the average price is like, went up $2, man, for like crazy stuff. And I see it. I do, because I do a lot of the shopping in at home, and and I see the prices, and it's hard. It is. I don't care what anybody tells you. If you want to make it political, oh, it's not that Joe Biden's the greatest guy on the planet, and he's brought the economy back from a disaster from Trump, and then you have the Trumps, the Republicans and conservatives, and what are you talking about? Joe's wrecking the economy and stuff. And you have to agree. I do. Okay, with conservative and stuff, because it's true. Prices are higher. Jesus criminies, ladies and gentlemen, for a basic vehicle. Basic. Now basic comes with, air conditioning and all that stuff like that. I mean, me growing up, basic was you rolled the windows down, and luxury was you got to press a freaking button. And now every vehicle has it. But you're also spending $30,000, okay, on tin can with some electronics in it and 4 tires. $30,000. What is it now? Jesus, I remember when it used to be like I don't know, like 3 or 4 years for a car, like 40 months or something. Now they're like 60, 70 months or something. You know what I mean? Not 60, 70 months. I know I'm going crazy. I get it. I'm at 6 or 7, years or whatever. Yeah, which is like 70 months. What the hell are you talking about? 60, 70 months. Yeah. See, I haven't had enough of coffee. Hold on just a minute. Let me take care of that. I can't add this one. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get off of that because it's freaking depressing. But I hope everyone had a great time in Fall River on the 4th of July. They had a lot of great stuff going on out there. So what we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to check out some anticipated movies that are coming for the 25-26 year here. So let's take a look at a few, and we could talk about them. All right, now.
Snow White, March 21, 2025.
Snow White is going to be a good one, right? It's going to be a good one because you got to be politically freaking correct, right? Because you got to have, the colored person do the movie. It was never intended. That's why it's called Snow White. But you got to be politically correct now, and because if you're not, but this is the new Snow White that's coming out, folks. Can't wait to see what the 7 dwarfs are, or even if there is a 7 dwarfs. I have no idea. Let's check out the trailer and we'll find out.
Disney's been busy lately with live-action versions of their animated classics, but they've held off on tackling their original masterpiece, Snow White. Finally, in 2025, they're giving her the remake treatment, and they're bringing in some heavy hitters. Directed by Mark Webb and penned by Greta Gerwig and Aaron Cressida Wilson, this new version of Snow White's story stars Rachel Zegler, known for Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, as the lead. And every Snow White needs a wicked queen. For that, they've cast Gal Gadot, known for Wonder Woman. They're even promising some fresh songs and twists in the storytelling, making it a big deal movie that everyone's curious about. Snow White hits theaters on March 21, 2025.
I guess no trailer.
Minecraft, April 4th, 2025.
Okay, so they're making a Minecraft movie. And this goes back to what the caller and I were talking about. There's no creativity. Okay? For some of you that don't know, Minecraft is a free game until you want to do stuff, and I think it costs us money for you to get certain things. It's kids are like crazy about the Minecraft. All it is digging, and you have to check it out for yourself to voice your own opinion. So again, Hollywood's got on to talk about. Hollywood just doesn't got it right again, and so now they got no good writing. I guess, and so let's take a game and let's make a movie out of it. So this is the Minecraft.
Minecraft has become a massive hit in the gaming world, letting players of all ages build and explore in its sandbox universe. It's so big now that it's branching into movies, with one finally hitting screens in 2025. Jared Hess, known for Napoleon Dynamite, is directing, but we're still in the dark about what the movie will actually be about or how it'll connect to the game's world. What we do know is that Jason Momoa, aka Aquaman, will be the lead, and Jack Black is set to play the game's character Steve. The cast also includes Jennifer Coolidge, Matt Berry, Kate McKinnon, Jermaine Clement, Emma Myers, and Danielle Brooks, who's teaming up with Jack Black for some musical moments.
Talk about
That's about all the info we've got for now, but the Minecraft movie drops on April 4, 2025, so mark your calendars and get ready to see how they bring the pixelated world to life on the big screen.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Thunderbolts, May 2nd, 2025. Thunderbolts is shaping up to be a major event in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, years in the making and packed with characters from across the franchise. Finally, in 2025, we'll see if all those story threads leads to something epic. Inspired by the comic team of the same name, Thunderbolts will feature a crew of anti-heroes and ex-villains from the MCU, including Bucky Barnes, Yelena Belova, John Walker, Ghost, Red Guardian, and more, all under the watch of Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. There were some cast changes, though, with Geraldine Viswanathan stepping in for Io Edebiri and Lewis Pullman taking over from Stephen Yeun. As for what they'll be up to, it's shaping up to be like an MCU version of Suicide Squad. Expect plenty of characters and action. Originally set for Christmas 2024, the movie now drops on May 2nd, 2025. And that asterisk in the title? Your guess is as good as ours, but Marvel's keeping us in suspense until after the movie hits theaters. Mission Impossible 8, May 23, 2025. In 2021, we got wind of the Mission Impossible franchise's plan for 2 back-to-back movies starring Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt, meant to be a grand finale for his character. Plans have shifted since then, but one thing remains: Mission Impossible 8 is still happening in 2025. Tom Cruise is back as Hunt, with Christopher McQuarrie directing and a star-studded cast including Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Haley Atwell, Vanessa Kirby, and Palm Clementieff. New faces like Hannah Waddingham, Nick Offerman, Katie O'Brien, Dramelli Tillman, and Holt McCallany are also joining the action. Originally titled Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 2, the movie now lacks an official subtitle after some tweaks post-Dead Reckoning. Whether it marks the end of the series is up in the air, as McQuarrie hints at more ideas for future movies. Catch Mission Impossible 8 in theaters on May 23, 2025, and we'll find out what's next for Ethan Hunt soon enough. Ballerina, June 6, 2025. Mark your calendars for June 6, 2025, because Ballerina is bringing back the world of John Wick-style action with a twist. Directed by Len Wiseman, the movie stars Ana de Armas as the lead, a deadly ballerina trained in the ways of the Ruska Roma. The plot follows de Armas seeking revenge against those who killed her parents, with familiar faces like Angelica Houston returning as the director, Lance Reddick as Charon, Ian McShane as Winston, and Keanu Reeves making an appearance as John Wick in a mid-quill storyline set between the 3rd and 4th John Wick movies. Joining the cast are newcomers Gabriel Byrne, Norman Reedus, Catalina Sandino, David Castaneda, and Sharon Duncan Brewster. The script, originally by Shay Hatton of the John Wick franchise, got rewrites from Emerald Fennell. Originally slated for 2024, Ballerina underwent some changes with action scenes overseen by Chad Stahelski, but it's now set to hit theaters in 2025, promising a thrilling blend of ballet and bullets. Elio.
Oh, I can't wait. Ballet and bullets. Whoa! Jesus, what? Mission Impossible 8. I think I seen 1 and 2. That was it. For me, the only franchise that I've seen about, 90% of the movies is 007. Okay? That don't get old for me. Mission Impossible, that gets old. How many missions are you surviving that are impossible? Well, apparently 8.
June 13, 2025. In 2025, Pixar hits a 30-year mark since Toy Story launched their incredible run of movies. While they're known for their iconic series, they're still dropping fresh ideas like Elio. Directed by Adrian Molina, who co-wrote Coco, Elio follows a boy named Elio, who unexpectedly finds himself whisked away to an intergalactic senate. There, he's mistaken for Earth's representative and has to navigate speaking on behalf of our whole planet while making new friends. With an exciting storyline and voices from America Ferrera, Jamila Jamil, and Brad Garrett, Elio promises to be a stellar space adventure. Look for it landing in theaters on June 13, 2025. Superman, July 11, 2025.
Oh, July 11th, 2025. Okay, there we go. Superman.
James Gunn took the reins at DC Studios in late 2022, setting the stage for big changes in their superhero movie. Now, after years of work, the first result of Gunn's efforts is coming: Superman, previously known as Superman Legacy. It's Superman's first standalone film since Man of Steel over 10 years ago. Directed by Gunn himself, this new movie will feature a younger Superman, marking the start of a fresh DC universe that promises lots of excitement. Gunn announced in March 2023 that David...
Okay, so here we go again. DC just can't get their shit together. They just can't. I mean, now they're going to restart Superman. I mean, how many freaking Supermans of movies are out there now? Like 9 of them? Just Superman. Okay? Now they're going to revamp it because they screwed it all up before. They could have did so many cool things with, the Justice League, but they just, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is my opinion. I think that they just wrecked it.
David Corenswet will play Superman, with Rachel Brosnahan joining as Lois Lane.
Of course,
the casting is just the beginning of what looks to be an epic era for Superman stories. The lineup doesn't stop there. Nicholas Hoult is set to be Lex Luthor, Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern Guy Gardner, and other stars like Skylar Gisondo, Wendell Pierce, Isabel Merced, Anthony Kerrigan, Maria Gabriela de Faria, Eddie Cathegi, and Sarah Sampaio filling out the cast. We're counting down the days until July 11, 2025, when Superman will finally soar onto the big screen. The Fantastic Four, July 25, 2025.
Oh my God, please do not wreck this. Again, I don't know what the DC world is, but your last Fantastic Four, I'm sorry, this is Marvel. Your last Fantastic Four sucked. It sucked. You wrecked it. You ruined it. The old ones were great, just the way they were intended to be. They were great cast, all that stuff like that. I mean, obviously, it'll be hard to get Captain America to get back there and play John Storm. You know what I mean? But okay, let's just hope and pray that they don't wreck this.
25. Marvel's The Fantastic Four, July 25, 2025. Marvel Studios has been pulling together their dream team, and after some ups and downs, they've got most of their star players back in action. Spider-Man swung into Captain America Civil War, and fans went wild when they confirmed Hugh Jackman's Wolverine teaming up with Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool. But the ultimate squad everyone's hyped for? It's gotta be Fantastic Four, iconic superheroes who have had a rocky road on the big screen. Marvel announced their plans to give the Fantastic Four the MCU treatment back in 2019, and now we know who's stepping into those supersuits. Pedro Pascal from The Mandalorian is taking on Mr. Fantastic. Vanessa Kirby from Mission Impossible is playing the Invisible Woman. Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things is suiting up as the Human Torch, and Eben Moss-Bachrach is transforming into Thing. Julia Garner from Ozark joins as the Silver Surfer. Ralph Ineson from The First Omen will be Galactus, and there are mysterious roles for Natasha Lyonne, John Malkovich, and Paul Walter Hauser.
I can't.
Heading up this epic adventure is Matt Shakman, the director behind WandaVision.
So they got a woman playing the Silver Surfer. Okay. All right. Well, the Silver Surfer is a man. Okay, or a humanoid, or whatever you want to call it. Not a girl. Okay. All right.
Stepping in for John Watts. Originally slated for May 2025, The Fantastic Four is now hitting screens on July.
No way. I don't see it. This guy right here. This guy right here is so out of place. It's not even funny. Again, Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Coffee Shop with Blaizeman, and these are my opinions and my opinions only. If you got an opinion you want to talk about the trailers that we're watching right now, give us a call at 508-974-4231. Again, it looks to me like they're going to wreck another Fantastic Four.
July 25, 2025, and Marvel fans can't wait to see this iconic family finally making their mark in the MCU. Bad Guys 2, August 1st, 2025. Get ready for round 2 of mischief with The Bad Guys 2. After their surprising turn to heroics in the first film, Mr. Wolf and his crew are back for more heists and hijinks. Sam Rockwell returns to voice Mr. Wolf, joined by Mark Maron as Mr. Snake, Awkwafina as Miss Tarantula, Craig Robinson as Mr. Shark, and Anthony Ramos as Mr. Piranha. The gang's all here, including Zazie Beetz as Diana Foxington and Richard Ayoade as Professor Marmalade. Director Peter Perifel is back at the helm with J.P. Sands.
See, now this looks cute. I didn't even know there was a part 1. Maybe I'll try and get the wife to watch the part 1 with me or something. This looks cute. I like these kind of movies, believe it or not. You know what I mean? I do the Toy Story ones, and and all. They haven't, to be honest, made a good one in a long time, in my opinion. But this one looks cute, even though it has trailers.
His leading character animation once again. The plot thickens as our reformed anti-heroes struggle to settle into their new lives as good guys, only to be pulled back into the game by an...
Hey, caller, you're on the air with the Coffee Shop at Blaizeman. How you doing this morning? Give me a second, caller. I don't know how I lost you there. There we go. Can you hear me, caller? Oh, you're in the car. Okay, caller. Are you there?
Hello.
There
I
you
am
are.
here. Are you
There
there?
you are. There you are. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you loud and clear, man. Loud and clear.
So,
Look, getting to the TV shows, and I was just watching the show, and I seen the people comment. It's great that people comment, but I'm sure Blaze would love a phone call if you had the opportunity or a chance to call in and express your thoughts on TV shows. Look, TV is just not the same, man. Remember growing up watching TV? Everybody had a theme song, and it was a great theme song. We don't even have theme songs anymore for TV shows, man.
no, they don't.
You know what I mean?
They don't.
Like the Good Times. I remember Good Times, the Jeffersons, Welcome Back, Carter. I mean, they were songs, man.
Yeah. Welcome back. The things you were
So
dreaming of. Yeah, I know.
I forget who sings that, Blade. You know who sings that?
I think it was a famous songwriter, but I don't remember.
Yeah, well, you can look it up. It's on Spotify. It's a great song. I forget who sings, but anyway, they put so much effort just in the theme song itself, and then the shows. The shows are unforgettable. You know, I go back now and stream some of these older shows, and well, I'll tell you what, you couldn't remake them. The way society is today, you'd have problems. I'm just going to say that.
Well, yeah, you would.
What I mean,
you
there
would.
would be problems.
Yeah, because back then everybody understood. You know what I mean? That it was meant to be a joke. You know, and yeah, were there people out there that are a little bit off their their rocker a little bit, but All in the Family. The All in the Family, the Jeffersons, Good Times. They all talked about the way things were. You know what I mean? Yeah, good time.
They kept it. You're right. They kept it with current events, like things that were going on, and it was just a different generation, I think, back then. And I think when they remake these movies, I don't know why they're remaking the Superman. I don't know how many Supermans you need to remake, but it seems to be watered down every time they make it. We
go back and watch Superman from the 70s, it's totally different than it is today. And it seems to me like they water it down to fit society and fit today's world. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Well, just to make a buck.
I don't know, man.
Some of them are just to make a buck.
Huh?
Some of them are just to make a buck.
Yeah. I'm not going to watch any of these remakes,
I mean, like for me, I like the Fantastic movies, the first two. You know what I mean? Because it modeled the comic book in so many ways, and the casting of it was fantastic. Are you going to get that casting back? Probably not. You know what I mean? But for me, the cast that they have now, it's just not gonna work for me. It will probably work for a younger generation, of people that don't know the other movies, and that's what I think that DC Comics is hoping for, and that's why they're bringing back a younger Superman so they could start it all over again and hopefully do it right. For like I said, in my opinion, they just wrecked the DC universe. That's just my opinion. So. Are you still with me, caller? We might have lost him. I got a caller on the line, but I don't hear nobody. So if you can hear me, caller, try back. Who knows? He could have went on, got a phone call of his own. So, all right, let's finish these up.
An all-female crew of criminals for one last job.
Hey, caller, we got you. We must have lost you along the way.
Yeah. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So getting back to what we were talking about, it makes sense what you're saying, because now I see my grandson, and he loves Spider-Man and he loves the Hulk and Superman, and he's watching it for the first time. I'm assuming it's obviously not the originals, but it's the remakes. You know what I mean? So you're right. It makes sense what you're saying with the remaking, and hopefully they
do a better job with it. Because for me, I mean, I know you watch Super Friends. You know what I mean? When you was a kid, the cartoon. You know what I mean? And I mean,
yeah, even the cartoons, man.
I mean, Super Friends. Super Friends was the Justice League. Oh, we'll now take you to the Justice League where Batman is, telling Superman he needs to, do a better job, and you know what I mean. And
and the Wonder Twin powers,
and the Wonder Twin, exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. That shit was great. Saturday morning. Caller. There's no such thing as Saturday morning cartoons anymore.
No, man. Listen. Let me tell you, man.
There's no such thing as Saturday cartoons anymore. Caller, why did they take Saturday morning cartoons away from the kids?
I don't know, and I don't know.
The parent has to pay for a subscription now to go on Disney or any other thing, so kids can watch cartoons. If you when's the last time you seen a Mattel commercial or car racetrack commercials or anything on be honest, caller. When's the last time you seen any kind of those type of commercials for kids? When was the last time? None.
And I remember, Saturday mornings, G.I. Joe, and Saturday morning wrestling. I remember grabbing a bowl of cereal back where I came from, man. It was a butter bowl.
It was a butter bowl. You bet your ass.
It was an old butter container we used for bowls. And I would sit and I would eat my cereal, and I don't know, it may have been Captain Crunch or what, some sugary substance cereal, but it's different now, and
it don't matter. It was great. Hey, you're still here from that crazy sugary substance you was eating, right?
Right? Yeah, no, absolutely.
I mean,
and you look back, and I'm no medical doctor or anything, but I don't think, maybe I didn't hear about it, but you didn't hear about child diabetes and child obesity and things like that growing up.
No,
I guess because the technology kids have today
keeps them
that's
home.
why it's so hard to. Yeah, and I think it's so hard to get like these baseball leagues in Fall River. You got one great baseball league, and the other ones are struggling because look, there's not enough. These kids are not getting outside and playing. They're on the computer or on their phone, and that's the reason we have child obesity and child diabetes. Because when we were kids,
this is for you,
we get up
caller.
and run around, and
It's for you right there. You're absolutely right. I mean, the kids ain't getting freaking fat because they're eating garbage food. They're fat because they don't fucking move. They don't do a damn thing.
Yeah, and I can hear your passion in that. But look, man, I think that's the way it is, So, and it's changed. It's changed. I mean, everything's changed. I mean, I can't even buy the same box of cereal that I bought. I don't know what changed in it, but I know the price changed. You know what I mean? So there's so much change, man. And I think us as adults have to maybe sometimes adjust. I don't know. Wrong, but.
Listen, hey, you're right. I 100%. I say that you're right is because adults like us, change is different. We said the same thing. Our parents were saying the same thing. Oh, that music, this and all that stuff like that. And you'd be like, yeah, but this is great, blah blah blah, all that stuff like that, right? But what you and I believe we're talking about is the fundamentals. Is like, why change that? Why take away a wholesome day like Saturdays? I mean, that's your weekend. You had school all week, man. You want to wake up in the morning, you want to turn on the Flintstones, man. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we don't have the Flintstones now, ladies and gentlemen, so don't confuse it. But I think that some of you that are watching right now understand what I am saying. And the fact that, there's just nothing. It's like when my great niece stays over. It's like Saturday morning. It's like, babe, wife comes over to me, babe, can you put the Disney Channel on? Why? Because there's nothing for her to watch. You know what I mean? I can't turn on the local channel 12 or whatever or something like that, and and there is cartoons for her to watch till like I think they were on till around like almost noontime, and then after that, your ass was outside playing.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I think you're right when you say everything. Now you have to get a subscription like the Disney Channel. You can't just turn that on. You got to have a subscription to the Disney Channel or maybe a package deal with your cable services,
exactly,
services or whatever it is.
Right.
So it's a money thing, and nothing's free no more.
I mean, to watch cartoons, caller, you got to go to the Cartoon Network. And what are they doing there? What are they doing on that channel, caller? Is they're playing the Flintstones and Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, come on. Fat Albert. Hey, it's Fat Albert.
In the morning. Remember that in the morning? I used to love that show.
Of course, man. Of course.
I must have went through a box and a half of cereal when I was a kid, man. I would eat cereal like crazy because it was so sugary good.
Right.
And then you remember sitting at the table and having a bowl of cereal, reading the box of cereal on the back.
Yeah, and a toy inside. Inside.
They ain't giving you nothing free now, man. Not even a free comic on the back of your cereal box.
Nope. You know what, Carl? We can go on. This is good. You should have come on the show today, but this is.
I know we spoke about it, but and not to make any excuses, I don't know what happened to my phone. I don't know if it updated overnight.
Right.
But when I woke up this morning, it was off, and and it's sad. This is talking about technology. I don't even have a regular alarm clock in my room. I use my phone as my alarm clock.
Right.
So
yeah,
it was off. That's another technology. Remember?
Yeah.
You hit the button. We don't even have that anymore.
No, I have Alexis in my room. Okay.
There you go.
I do. I have Alexis in my room. You know what I mean? And if somebody comes and rings my doorbell, I mean, I can turn around and look and see who's there while I'm laying in bed, and you sit there and you tell I can't say it too much because they'll probably pick up my voice and say, well, I didn't understand you. You know what I mean? Then you find yourself yelling at a machine that is just a machine,
Yeah.
And yeah,
No,
like
hear
you said, there's no now I say, hey, Alexa, set the alarm for 5:30 Monday through Friday. And boom, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done. And then it goes off. You wake up and you say the name again. Oh, snooze for 10 minutes. And it does it. You know? I mean, those are the things I dreamed of like having when I was younger. I have it when I was older, but I just think that the younger crowd today, I just don't think that they respect. I don't know.
No, because everything is. I call today's generation the instant generation. Everything's there instantly at a touch of a finger. I mean, look, you got instant pudding.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Remember when you were making? You have to make pudding, and you'd have to stir it and stay there so it didn't boil and get all messed up. You had to actually make pudding. Now you have instant pudding. I remember growing up putting oil in a pan with popcorn seeds and shaking it. You had to make the popcorn. Now you throw it in the microwave, hit a button. It's an instant generation. Everything's done instantly. That's what I call it. I could be wrong.
Well, you know what, caller?
I'd like to.
If you had some time, we're on for another hour. But if you got some time, why don't you pop on and we can go on with this discussion because it's a good one.
Well, I can do it. I'm in my car parked right now with the AC on.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Doing shopping. I stay away from the market, man. I don't go in. I just sit in the car. But if you want to send it over to me,
you must
come by the house.
You must be at Market Basket. You know what I mean? I'm getting that to you right now, buddy, as we talk.
Yeah, I'm actually no, I'm not at Market Basket. I don't like Market Basket. Sorry, Market Basket. But...
You don't like Market Basket? You don't like it? Why? Because of all the people?
Yeah. And look, man, I'll tell you what, it's not as cheap as people think. I don't anyway. I love Aldi's. Aldi's is my spot.
Where are you at? Waldi's?
Aldi's.
Okay.
Yeah. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. So are you going to send that over to a messenger, Blaze?
I'm going to send it to you right on your phone. I'll get it to you, and then you can buzz back in. All right, pal? All right. I think we lost him again. But I'll get that over to him. ASAP, so that way he can, be live here or whatever. Just give me one moment, ladies and gentlemen. I'm losing my mind. That's what's happening now. Okay, boom, we do that. Give me a sec, folks. Coming right now. I'm here, baby. All right. Okay, that's done. It's crazy and hard to do that because I can't go right from here and send it right to him through like a text message or anything, I got to send it somewhere else, go and grab it, then send it to him as a text message. But anyways, let's see. Wednesday, July 10th, 2 p.m. and at 2 p.m. Farmers Market at Health First, 387 Quarry Street, Suite 101. Go there and check out the farmers market they got going on. With that being said, let's listen to some more of these trailers.
Tron Ares, October 10, 2025. Rev up your light cycles because we're diving back into the Tron universe with Tron Ares. Last time we ventured into this digital realm, Daft Punk gave us an epic score and we met a digitally rejuvenated Jeff Bridges. Now, get ready for Jared Leto to shake things up as a computer program who breaks free into reality, bringing a whole new level of artificial intelligence with him. Joining Leto in this adventure are Greta Lee from Past Lives, Evan Peters from American Horror Story, Gillian Anderson from The X-Files, and Jodie Turner-Smith of After Yang. Of course, Jeff Bridges returns, making him the sole actor to appear in all 3 Tron films. The ensemble cast also includes Arturo Castro, Cameron Monaghan, and Hassan Minhaj. Directing this high-tech spectacle is Joaquin Ronning, known for Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, and Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Tron Ares hit a speed bump during the 2023 actors and writers strikes, but now it's full steam ahead with a planned release on October 10, 2025. Get ready to enter the grid once more. Wicked Part... Part 2.
All right, so I didn't get the movie Tron. I didn't like it. I like to welcome my boy, good friend of mine, Jerry. What's going on, pal?
Hey, what's happening, Blaze? How are you, man? Great to be on. Thanks for having me, man. Yeah, we were having a good conversation about some the old days. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, but it wasn't so much like we were talking about like the old days. I just think that some of the things that they had back then, you know, all right. Look, you and I talked about like the GI Joes, right? Oh, you're watching the GI Joe cartoon when we were a kid, right? Now all of a
yeah,
sudden, GI Joe shows up. You know what I mean? He's in a commercial now, right? And now they're showing us what we can do with the iron grip, or the helicopter playing in your backyard with your friends. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah,
they don't do that because that's what motivates. Mom, I want a GI Joe. I got a GI Joe with a GI Joe Jeep, a Jeep for Christmas, man. When as soon as I could, I was outside in my backyard. I was with my friend that got the next GI Joe. We was playing outside, because that's what they showed you what it was. Now they'll be like, "Oh, check out the new GI Joe video game. You play it on your Xbox and sit your ass down and press some buttons." You know what I mean? And
yeah. No,
you,
it is. It
you
is.
follow? I mean,
Yeah,
you know what
I
I'm
wanted the
saying?
GI Joe with a. Yeah, I wanted the GI Joe with a
Kung
kung
Fu
fu
grip.
grip, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, but the thing is, you're right. You know what I mean? It's a different time, and I don't know. Maybe we gotta adjust to it. I don't know, but it's changed. It's different. I miss the old days. I miss my favorite cartoon was
Oh well, I can pretty sure say that I've adjusted to it already. I mean, I get it, but like I said, I'm just trying to pick out those pinpoint things. Now, when if you do see a commercial, okay, I mean they're showing Candy Crush as a commercial. Go play Candy
yeah,
Crush. You know what I mean? And what are you doing?
yeah.
You're on your
Yeah,
goddamn phone, sitting down playing Candy Crush. Let's all face it,
yeah,
we all played it. I did. You know what I mean? For a little while until I looked at it and said, you know what? This is a never ending game. It's a never ending.
yeah,
I mean, I've known people that were up in like up in 9,000. You know what I mean? I'm like, what's the
yeah. No, yeah.
point?
I got you.
Well,
There's no
it's
ending.
never
So
ending.
now I just want to let everybody know now that I'm doing this in a vehicle. I am not driving. I have a driver. So okay, you want to wave? She's driving. I'm not driving. So just so people don't think, how is he driving and doing the video? I do got my seatbelt on, and the wife is driving, so I can spend some time with Blaze on his show. So I just wanted to get that safety thing out there and let everybody know. Don't do this while you're driving. Again, I have a driver, and we are on our way. So yeah, Blaze, you're right. A lot of these commercials for video games, it's for phones and being home. Like you're right. I remember, how about the Matchbox commercials, the cars, Matchbox.
Right,
You were outside, right? You were outside.
right.
They showed it outside. And I remember another one was Evil Knievel on the motorcycle. Used to wind the thing up and he'd go
I couldn't
jumping.
wait.
It was
I
an
couldn't
outside
wait to get
commercial.
that thing. I couldn't wait to get
Yeah,
that thing. And you know what? That toy did everything that it showed on a commercial. Okay,
yeah,
you can
absolutely.
put him with a handstand, and if you did it right, he'd pop a wheelie in a handstand. Yeah, you could jump.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing worked. Nothing.
And then you
Really
notice
nothing.
those commercials were for outside play. You know what I mean? So,
Right,
and I,
right.
I think that's the reason we have issues today is kids aren't getting outside and playing enough. We got child obesity, child diabetes, and things like that. And and they say the things we ate and grew up with, the juices and everything else, it was full of
Right.
sugar. But here we are. We're doing okay, I guess. But yeah,
Hey, what
man. I
about
mean,
Hey Jerry, what did our parents say to us back in the day when we were aggravating them and pissing them off in the house? What would they say? Just
go
take a
outside
guess.
and play.
Go outside. Get the
Yeah,
hell out of the house. Get out of the house.
yeah,
Go
no,
play with your friends. Get out. Right
yeah, no,
now,
absolutely. That's go to
now,
your room.
yeah, or go to your room. You understand what I'm saying, right? And I'm sure
Yeah,
everybody else does. Nowadays, they throw the tablet at them. Here's the phone. Here's the tablet.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
away. Go sit down in a
yeah,
corner. and do shit but look at a screen and play games.
Yeah, and it's sad though because kids today they some kids have trouble making friends, and the thing was when you went outside you were making friends, you were playing with everybody. Now it's just I don't technology is like a double-edged sword. It helps in a lot of things, and then it doesn't help in other things. Like getting
Right.
outside and playing and having a good
Right.
old time and maybe scraping an elbow or breaking a leg or whatever.
Right.
But you were outside enjoying your time with friends, and you
Right.
had that human contact. And I think that's missing also today. And I think that affects a lot of young people and how to socialize in the classroom and things like that because they're on their phones constantly. And look, I don't know if they had phones back in the day when we were growing up. Who knows?
No.
We might have been on the phone too. I don't know.
Listen. Yeah, of course we would, Jerry. Of course we would. But I
I'm glad
think
I grew up in the era I grew up in.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Look, here's the thing. It's nowadays kids, Jerry, they don't even have to pedal a bike, man. It's
I know, battery
it's
operated,
electric
brother.
bikes. It's electric
Yeah.
bikes, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
that'd be a cool story, right, to tell our friends about, right? If we went back in time, it'd be like, guys, we were there, dude. You don't even have to. Yeah, I mean, they got bikes that run on electricity. You know what I mean?
that's
And
crazy.
we would blow our minds. You know what I mean? We would definitely blow our minds. We'd be like, "Holy shit, no kidding!" Oh yeah, man. You get in a
Yeah.
car, it's got this big screen, and you can literally press a button, and you get music from a satellite, and
It's crazy.
we would blow one another's minds, telling one another that if we went back in time.
Look,
But
and the electric bike thing, right? So look, again, technology is like, the double-edged sword. It's 50-50. You can play devil's advocate, right? So I was at and we'll get to this. I'm sure we'll get to the 4th of July events in local areas, but I was at a local 4th of July event, and I seen EMTs on these electric bikes, and I started thinking to myself, it's a pretty good idea because they get through the crowd. And let's just say, God forbid, someone's having a medical issue. They ain't going to pedal themselves all the way to it. And the time they get to, they're out of breath, right? Because they've been pedaling and they're tired. So in that sense, I think it's a good thing, right?
right, I agree.
That when now they got these electric bikes. So now when they get to you, they're not out of breath from pedaling and all kind of other crazy things. You know what I mean?
Right. No,
So,
I get that. I do. I get that, But again,
Yeah.
it's just to the point where, at one point, say they were designed just for that, right? You know what I mean? To help
Yeah.
the EMTs or the police or whatever, I got to pedal so much, so on and so forth. And now you
Yeah.
get the company and say, fuck, man, we could sell that to the consumer,
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, no,
before you know it, nobody's pedaling a bike no more. Everybody's just getting on them.
Yeah, it's crazy because everybody is and you know what one of those bikes costs? Like almost like $2-3 grand for a bike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It all goes by battery life. I mean, you can actually get one for like $800, but that's still a lot of cake. You know what I mean? $800
Yeah,
for a
that's
bike.
listen, I remember, I don't know, I remember BMX, man. You had the dynos and all kind of things. You know what I mean? So it was it was it was cool.
Mongoose bikes and all that
Mongoose.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you do
Well, tricks
the
whole
yeah, you know what I mean? And you never wore a helmet. So I mean, people wear helmets today and it's a good thing, you know what I mean? So yeah. I just thought that technology is good in some sense and maybe not so good in other senses.
I'll go with you with 50-50.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, if you think about technology in the medical field, I think it's good.
And it's up
But
it's up to the parent too, right? It's up to the parent.
bingo. You just said it, ring the bell. That is exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's up to the parent, man.
I know this.
If you want to be that parent that's going to throw the tablet or the phone in front of the kid's face and say, "Here you go," then that's the type of parent you are. Or you could be the type of parent where society's got everybody so fear-mongered now. You're afraid to let your kids go out and play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You and I definitely different because it's like we had, you had Zach, I had my boys, and I was like, look, I'm not gonna make you stay in the house. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about you going down to the park. You was taught better. You was taught how to behave. You was taught how to defend yourself in any capacity, which, whatever. Respect law enforcement, the whole 9 yards. So I didn't care if my kid went out. You know what I mean? I wanted my kid to grow up like that, And it was to the point where, look, man, you're not waking up Saturday and just jumping on your Xbox. You know what I mean? Go see what your friends are doing for a little while, have dinner, whatever. You want to stay home, play your Xbox, whatever. Homework has to be done, the whole 9 yards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
nowadays, I see it. That's why I say it, Jerry, because I see it a lot. Here's the tablet. Oh, here. Oh, can I have, mommy, can I have your phone? Can I have your phone? Stuff like that, and it's like, here's your phone,
and
Well,
you know what? It's funny because
go ahead.
You see some people when they take the tablet or phone from the kid just totally loses it. It's like a drug.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's that's what the parent gets. Again, when we were young, it was get out, go play with your friends, go outside for a little while. You're on mommy's nerves or whatever. You know what I mean? Go out.
I think
now it's here's the tablet.
Here's the tablet. And the thing is I don't know if it was easier being a parent when we were growing up to being a parent now. I mean, I find there's more resources today for parents than our parents had when we were growing up. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're a parent today, call the show 508-974-4231 and let us know where we're wrong, because we grew up in a generation that was totally different than a generation that you're growing up in and that you're parenting in, and maybe we can try to understand it a little better as Blaze and I talk about, because it's totally different. And I look at things today, and I have children that are parents now, and what they do is it's a certain time you can use the tablet, and there's a certain time the tablet's being taken away, and there's a certain time you're going outside and play. So it's almost like you got that old school parenting with the parenting of today, but you blend them together, and you have it structured where, hey, you got 2 hours on the iPad today. You can split it up, but that's all you have. You know what I mean? The rest of the time you got to find something to do. Grab a coloring book, or maybe go outside and play on the swing, and raise some hell, man.
Call your friend up, drag that person out of the house. I don't know, but I agree with you. But again, like you said, our kids are having kids, but I hope that the way we raise them, you know what I mean, they pass that on to their children in a sense where, hey, even though I only had the Xbox or the Nintendo or whatever, I had rules for that. My parents gave me rules for that. Okay, now you have a higher technology in tablets where you can play games right then and there, blah, 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 phone. So they're going to teach them the same way. You know what I mean? Look, your homework done, you can have your tablet, go play outside. Now you got to be, in my opinion, like, go play outside, or you can't play with your tablet. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree with that. I agree. That's growing up in today's lifestyle.
Yeah, I take it like a little bit as like, like you got to force them to go outside, You got to force them to go outside. I mean, again, I have a lot of nephews and nieces, and I see it. It's like, oh, go outside and play. No, go outside and play. You know what I mean? That's like crazy.
What am I going to do? I'm bored. I seen a video. Here we go, talk about technology, right? I was on Facebook, and I went down that rabbit hole of videos, and I seen a video where a parent actually punished his child by having them go outside.
Yeah.
And the kid was at the window begging to come in. He's like, "Hey, can I come in now?" He's like, "No, go play. Go find something to do. Go make something. Play with the dirt. Do something.
Go dig a hole." Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, that was the punishment. And I understand what the parent was getting at, but yeah, because it's not. We say it's crazy, but I don't know if it's absolutely is different bringing raising children up today in this society than it was for us growing up. So Blaze, with that being said, well, I want to move on if we could, with your permission, because it is your show, to the 4th of July, and ask you, how was your 4th, man?
My 4th was good, and since you just mentioned that before you did it, I was going to do it. I was going to be like, we can move on to that.
All right, yeah.
My 4th, like I said, you had gave me a buzz. You was letting me know what
Yeah.
was going on. Unfortunately, my wife had work that day, so I just stood home. Because like I said, she had to work. But you was out and about, and
Yeah,
how was
yeah.
your experience? Not
I'll tell you what, man. I was in. You gotta love Blaze.
Just not enough coffee in the morning, Jerry. I don't know, bro.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. So I had. I was in the great city of Fall River, Massachusetts, for all its 4th of July celebrations, and it was really well. I want to give a huge thank you and to the mayor and his staff, the EMS, police, paramedics for keeping us safe, and DCM and them guys got it all cleaned up, and I'll tell you what, it was a great time. You didn't have to worry, like we spoke about before the 4th. You didn't have to worry about driving into traffic and finding a parking place and all this, that, and the other thing. They had it great. There were parking lots all along the area where you could park, and you get on a little bus, and it would take you right to all the activities, and you didn't have to deal with traffic or parking. It was a great time. They had a lot of food trucks. They had a few bands. And it was great to see the community come together and get outside and enjoy the weather. The weather was beautiful. The music was great. Well. Yeah, Blaze, I'll tell you, Fall River got it right, man. And I have to, they really did. I was very impressed and proud. I was very impressed and proud of my city, that I love the great city of Fall River, Massachusetts. And yes, I do say great because it is great. You just got to get out and explore it. And you also will see its greatness, and it was unbelievable on the water, and you could walk. I think the mayor got his steps in that day, because I seen him walking along the boardwalk to Heritage Park, and then to Bicentennial Park, and then to the Thomas Norton Pier, and there was something going on every single park along the waterfront. I mean, food trucks, music. It was just a great time, and not one issue. There was not one issue. Everything went smoothly. Again, big thank you to the city of Fall River, and I was proud to be from the great city of Fall River. There was so many people. It was such a family-friendly event. It was just an amazing time, and then I just look forward to a lot more activities that are going to be coming up in the coming weeks and months down on the pier and on the waterfront in Fall River. You got to get on the Fall River Facebook page or the Fall River City website and get all the visit Viva Fall River website too. There's always a monthly calendar, the month of July, the month of August. It gives you everything.
Yeah, I check out the group Fall River Events, South Coast, Massachusetts, Fall River Mass Events. I check that page out. You can join that.
Yeah, and then no matter what page you check, you're getting the information. It's easy. People say, "Well, I don't know. They don't advertise." Look, again, here's where technology is great. Here's where technology is great. It's at a fingerprint. I mean, you can get that information in a second with your fingers on your phone.
Exactly. So, listen, if you can find all that drama out there on Facebook, you certainly can find where to go and find some events here.
No, okay. Absolutely.
It's true, man. It is. It's true. Sorry, Yeah.
No, it is. It is. You're absolutely right. No, but Blaze, I mean, there's a lot more going to be happening in the coming weeks and months all along the city. That's great. They're going to be having the concerts in the parks on Wednesday nights, and that's put on by CD Rec and the city. And it's great to get out there, and it's free hamburgers, and there's all kind of activities that actually cost you nothing to do. And all these great, wonderful groups that we have here in the city of Fall River come together and on a Wednesday. And there's the Narrows has a band that plays, and there's something to do, and it's great to get out and meet your neighbor and socialize and shake a hand and make friendships. I think that's important, and I think that's what's missing in today's society. It's easier to get on Facebook and hit buttons, but to get out there and actually be with people and your neighbors, and
Yeah.
it just makes for a better neighborhood when we all know each other, and it just makes for absolutely better community. So
Absolutely. We got food trucks at the gates of the city, July 11th, 5 p.m., and doesn't have an end date. But yeah, that's at the gates of the city. And that's Thursday, 5 p.m. All the way. It started June 13th, and it's going to end. It's starting again. Sorry, June 11th and August 8th. Yeah. So June 13th was a past date. July 11th, this upcoming July 11th, and August 8th. Food trucks at the gates of Fall River. Yeah, that event is starts at 5 p.m. So you can definitely go and check that out. That's down at that's
gates
down
of
around the
coffee.
waterfront. Yeah, that's down
Yeah,
around.
absolutely. Yeah, look, I've been to those events. It's another great event. A lot of different food trucks, music, and make an afternoon of it. And again, bring some friends. Let your friends know about it. If you hear about it, spread the word like we spread drama. It's the same thing, right? You hear about something good coming up, and spread the word, spread the love, and bring a family member, bring a friend. And the wife and I go to all these events, and they're safe. I know we live in a crazy time, but it's a safe. They have the police there, and it's just a great community event to be part of. And again, that's awesome. The food is amazing, and all the food trucks have something different. So you got a smorgasbord of food that you want to choose from. There's Portuguese food. There's just all different types of food to choose from, and so yeah, get down if you can and enjoy it. You know what I mean? I mean, these things that we have in the city, you got to get out and visit them, and you're going to see how much fun it is. And you need to take time to get out of the house and get some vitamin D and get some fresh air. I think it's important that we do that and support all these local food trucks and things like that. It just makes better for a better community. I love when people come into the city and see things for the first time and are very surprised, because it's so easy to read things.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And get out here and experience it for yourself, and you're gonna be amazed, man.
Well, that's just the thing, and one of the reaction is that, well, I didn't know Fall River did stuff like this. Well, yeah, they do. Again, you just got to look for it. You just got to look for it. That's they got the let's see here. Some of these areas are further out, so I won't mention them. So August 25th coming up, and we'll remind everybody the FHS Antique Car Show. Okay, that will be on Bridge Road in Assonet, Mass. That's August 25th. That event starts at 9 p.m. And we have Thursday, July 18th at 6 p.m., Joe Jesus 50s Night, downtown New Bedford. Yeah, that's coming up July 18th. That's 50s Night. They're going to have some old cars, and it looks really good. And close to 5,000 people already responded. So it sounds like it's going to be a big event.
Absolutely. Yeah, it always is, and that's you got to get out and enjoy life a little. Look, a lot of us right now are struggling to make ends meet, and these little events become. You look forward to them because they're inexpensive, and most of them are free to get in and look and walk around. The only time you want to spend money is if you want to buy something at the food truck or the restaurant and stuff like that. But most of these events are free to get out, and most of them are family friendly. So. If you're looking for something to do, and middle of the week, weekend, there's always something going on. And again, it's free. And I know because I struggle with my own self. With things are expensive, and it's hard to get out like we used to. But this is why I go to these events and enjoy them. And again, they're free and they're fun.
Right. And we got I agree. And we got again here on the coffee shop, again, we talk everything that's going on in Fall River and surrounding areas, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the Sonnet, Swansea, New Bedford, Somerset, and you know, in Tiverton areas. So this Wednesday, starting at 6 p.m., July 10th, at Pierce Beach, everyone, is the band Back in the Day. They're going to be up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be up there. They're going to be jamming from outside. It's going to be in a little pavilion that they built down there at Pierce Beach, and yeah, it's going to be a great, you know, a great event. It's now probably no longer a secret, but not this year. It didn't start this year. It started last year, and Pierce Beach, they started doing fireworks up there, like a few days before the 4th of July. And I got to tell you, man, there's nothing like sitting on the sand with your blanket open and your little cooler and watching fireworks just get lit off right above your head, man. It was a fantastic show. I didn't get to go this year, but I would recommend it because they're going to do it every year, and the coffee shop will announce that. But back in the day, July 11th, it's a Wednesday. It's a night out, and it's outside. You want to go listen to Back in the Day at Pierce Beach? Go and check it out, Jerry.
Have you ever heard Back in the Day, Blaze?
Oh yeah, excellent band.
Yeah, man. They play on cruise ships and everything. Do a lot of '80s rock, man. The music's
Yep.
great, and they're very friendly, man. You know what I mean? Very approachable. Yeah, great group of guys and great music. I think the singer's got a great voice, man. And if I have the opportunity, I'll definitely be there. That's a great band to go and see. And I know Swansea has something coming up. Also, I want to say maybe this weekend coming, right at the YMCA in the YMCA in Swansea. There's a few bands that are going to be playing, and it's again, it's a great event, and it's free. You go, you put your blanket down, you put your chair down, and you can listen to some great bands, music, and enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? So that's coming up.
Right.
I want to say that is I think it's Sunday. I'm not at home, so I don't have that in front of me. But
That's all right.
you can.
That's all
I'm
right.
sure you can look it up. They call it River something in Swansea, and it's a nice thing, nice time to do. So
Yeah, they got coming up July 19th. This is on a Friday. Again, back in the day, it's going to be at St. John of God Feast. That's outside. That's in that is going to be in Somerset, Mass, ladies and gentlemen. July 19th. I will be going to check this out. Friday, July 19th. The band starts at 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. And go and have yourself a great time at St. John's of God Parish. The duration is 4 hours, and yeah, it's up there in Somerset, Mass. You can go and check that out. Uh, Look, there's going to be things to do all summer long. Again, I know Jerry and I might sound like a broken record, but the only way you're going to find it is if you go look, man. You know what I mean? Just go
absolutely,
look. Just type in events
absolutely.
on your Facebook, and it will show up.
And
Events
hopefully,
will
hopefully,
show up.
if and if Blaze and I are at any of these events and you know of us, please come over and say hello.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
absolutely.
be coming on the show often on Sundays. Just had a little issue with my phone this morning. I don't know if it updated itself and whatnot, and it wasn't, my alarm clock didn't go off, so that's no excuse. That's on me. I got to do better. But I hope Blaze will have me on again so we can talk about these events and get the word out there, and hopefully see a few people there, because I think it's important that we share in the information and letting people know where there's things to do and places to go and people to meet. You know what I mean? And I would love to meet some of our listeners. And so if you could, Blaze, I gotta go. I want to thank you for having me on. I want people to share the show. I'm going to share the show. Let people know that this show's on Sunday. I think Blaze does an amazing job with this show, and he's always fun to look at and sometimes good to listen to.
Always fun to look at. One more before my friend
Yes,
Jerry
yeah.
goes, and that's Rockfest, Saturday, August 10th, Starts at 12 p.m. Rockfest 2024 block party. Where, ladies and gentlemen, where do you say? At Troy City Brewery right here.
Yeah.
Good old Fall River. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That
Great
sounds
place
like
too.
it's gonna
Great
be
business.
yep. It's going to sound like it's going to be a great show. Rockfest will be epic with live music starting at noon, located at 16 Anwan Street, block party. More details on
Yeah,
the way.
they
Save the
they
date.
Yeah, save the date, absolutely. And they closed that street down, so it's right out on the street. It's a great time. I've gone before. I'll be going again. I hope to see everyone there. Blaze, I will be taking pictures and some video, and we'll be on the show to talk about it and let people see what really going on. Like, I'm going to bring on some video so people can really see the good time. And again, it's a free event. If you want to have a beer, because Troy City is a brew house, and
Brewery. Yeah.
they craft amazing beer. They craft wine and whiskey now. So that's the only time you'll be spending money. Other than that, it's a free event. You can go pop up your chair, listen to some good music, and bring your own water or soda or anything like that. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a great time. So, Blaze, once again, thanks for having me. I will be on time, and next Sunday, I promise you. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to us talk about the good old days, and then talk about some things that are going on. And Blaze always flipped the script. He's a real deal, and he doesn't come on scripted or anything planned. It's live as you see it.
And raw. Thanks, Jer. I always appreciate you coming on and talking with me. And we always have a good conversation together. And I think that we always give out some excellent info on what's going on in our opinion on kids growing up and things like that. But I just had this one pop up, and Jerry, you could take off. Monday, July 27th, Monday, July 22nd at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eagles tribute band at Heritage State Park, ladies and gentlemen.
I will be there too. I go to all these events, man. Another free event.
I got to tell you, another
free event.
Yeah, go, folks, go. Jerry, thanks, pal. Always a pleasure, buddy.
Absolutely.
I'll talk to you soon enough.
Will do.
See you later, pal. All right, that's my boy, Jerry. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to say have a great day, and signing off from here in FFN Media Studios. I am your host, Blaizeman, and thanks for watching this episode of The Coffee Shop with yours truly, Blaizeman. Peace, everybody.
You have just watched an FFN Network production.